Hi friends, welcome back to another video on leadership excellence. Have you ever met someone who appears extremely confident? They speak well, they lead well, they make decisions, they inspire others, but inside they still doubt themselves. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Confidence and insecurity can coexist, and sometimes the most confident looking people are quietly fighting the deepest internal battles. Today, I want to talk about something most leaders don't admit: why confident people still feel insecure. The first point is that confidence is a skill and insecurity is a feeling. Let's begin with clarity. Confidence is often a skill. It comes from repetition, experience, competence, and preparation. You practice speaking, you build expertise, you achieve results. Naturally, you become confident. But what about insecurity? It is emotional, it is identity based, it is often rooted in early experiences. So you can build competence, but still carry internal doubt. You can perform well and still wonder if you are enough. And that confuses many leaders. They think, if I'm confident, why do I still feel this way? Because performance growth does not automatically heal emotional history. A second point to note is the existence of the invisible pressure of high responsibility. The more responsibility you carry, the more room there is for self doubt. When you lead, people depend on you. Decisions affect others. Mistakes are magnified. Confident leaders are not fearless, they are aware of consequences. And awareness can feel like insecurity. There is a difference between I'm incapable and this decision matters. Many strong leaders mislabel responsibility anxiety as insecurity. But sometimes it's not weakness, it is depth. The third thing is that some leaders express confidence in public but doubt in the private. This is especially true for high achievers. You can be a great speaker, a respected professional, a strong parent, a successful entrepreneur, and still lie awake at night wondering, am I really good enough? Why? Because confidence is often external facing, insecurity is internal facing. People applaud your results, but they don't see your internal standards. High performers raise their standards faster than their self belief grows. So, externally you rise, internally the bar keeps moving. The gap creates insecurity. Now, fourthly, immigrant and identity based insecurity. For many leaders, especially those who moved to countries, changed cultures, or rebuilt life from scratch, insecurity has another layer. When you adapt new systems, learn new communication styles, constantly prove yourself, you may succeed. But a subtle question remains: do I truly belong? You can master the environment while still feeling slightly outside of it. That quiet tension is not incompetence, it is identity adjustment. And it takes longer to settle than skill building. Now, let us think about the myth that leaders must eliminate insecurity. Here is where most people go wrong. They think leadership means no more insecurity. That's not true. Insecurity is not the enemy, unmanaged insecurity is. Insecurity can keep you humble, make you prepare, prevent arrogance, increase empathy. The goal is not to remove insecurity, the goal is to stop letting it control your decisions. Confident leaders do not eliminate doubt, they lead despite it. The real shift from validation to inner authority. The deeper issue is not insecurity, it is dependency on external validation. If your confidence depends on things like praise, approval, etc., then insecurity will return whenever those are absent. But when you build inner authority, when your decisions align with your values, you become steady. Not because you feel perfect, but because you trust your alignment. Inner authority sounds like this: I may not know everything, but I know who I am. That changes everything. What to do if you are confident but still feel insecure? If you relate to this, here are three powerful shifts. Number one, separate performance from identity, because you are not your last outcome. Remember that thing. And number two, normalize doubt. Doubt means you care. And thirdly, anchor to values, not applause, because applause fades, values endure. Let me leave you with this: the strongest leaders are not those who never feel insecure, they are those who understand their insecurity without surrendering to it. You can be confident and still be human. You can lead boldly while quietly growing internally. Confidence is not the absence of insecurity, it is the decision to move forward even when it whispers. And that's mature leadership. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who looks confident but may be fighting silently. Because sometimes the strongest people need the deepest understanding. Thank you.